Alright, so last night we looked at pictures, images of a procedure piece, and you were asked to write a practice procedure piece. Granted, it was very easy, but the idea was to see how images worked to assist you in doing a procedure piece. Now, part of the task for your writing piece is to actually incorporate an image aspect. It could be a video of you doing it, it could be a video of someone else doing it, or it could be images plugged into your procedure piece. Because a lot of a procedure piece is a visual component. Think about Legos, for that matter. When you do Legos, and we've looked at some examples, the entire thing, it gives you a number for the step, but that's it. It gives you a visual cue on what your product should look like. Alright, so now we're moving into revising. Let's say you've written out your piece, you feel pretty successful with it. There are some questions that you ask yourself with 5 of the traits of our writing. Ideas. Did you select an interesting topic? It may be interesting to you, but did you check your topic over with your peers? Do I have enough details throughout the entire piece for my reader to feel successful? Now we move into organization. Are my details in the correct order? And that's where you use sequence words. Did you sequence properly? Is there a step out of order? And if so, I need to correct it. Do I use creative transition or sequence words to show the reader where I am in the process? So right now, I'd like you to pull open your piece. If you haven't written it yet, pull open your graphic organizer, because as of right now, you should be having a decent start to your procedure piece. So open it up. I'll push pause and I'll wait, and then come back, and you're going to be checking your stuff over as I talk about these questions. And you can push pause at any time when you need to, just to make sure you're on the right path. Alright, now we're back. We're moving into voice. So before I talked about ideas and organization, rewind the video if you want to check over your piece. But now we're in voice. Voice is one of the trickier ones. Does my voice show an interest in the topic? If you recall the guitar lesson that we watched the other day in class, the gentleman in the video wasn't very into it, it didn't seem, and didn't have too much knowledge about it. And there was a lot of pausing, a lot of lip smacking. We all know that it wasn't very interesting to watch. And does my voice fit the audience? For these things, you need to make sure that you're having them in your writing piece. Word choice, something very key in a procedure piece. Do I use specific nouns and action verbs? That tells me what I would need, which would be the nouns, and the action verbs is how I would use it. Very important in a procedure piece. Have I clearly chosen specific adjectives and adverbs that will help my steps? For instance, if I am to pour something, that's my action. If I'm to pour the liquid, the milk, into the bowl, there's my nouns. I would choose a specific adverb to help me. Pour the liquid in slowly. Because with those words, they'll help the procedure either have success or not, especially in cooking. Sentence fluency. Are my sentences clear and concise? And that's very simple, because it'll take you to these big questions. If they're not clear, you're not going to have success. Your reader will not have success. They will be confused, and your procedure piece will not succeed. Have I used different sentence beginnings and types? And for instance, different sequence words, and you used complex or compound or simple sentences throughout the piece, not just keeping the same ones over and over and over again. That would be redundant. And the last part is these big questions. Does my piece allow someone to feel successful with the task? And can they complete it? As I talked about all of these aspects, think about this in your writing. Come back to these questions at any point to make sure you're feeling successful with your writing piece, and your readers will have success as well.